Amrut, please. Hare Krishna. Kindly accept my humble obeisances. Welcome to the morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Dr. Ramesha Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Nama Amrita, followed by Rupamshi Sharma Mataji reading Srila Prabhupada quote. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dandavata.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। Scarcity of food in this age can be counteracted by propagation of Sankirtana Yajna, chanting of the holy name, the personified earth planet to King Prithu. Due to being stocked for a very long time, all the grain seeds within me have certainly deteriorated. Therefore, you should immediately arrange to take these seeds out by the standard process, which is recommended by the acharyas. When there is a scarcity of grain, the government should follow the methods of prescribed in the Shastras and approved by the acharyas. Thus, there will be a sufficient production of grains, and food scarcity and famine can be checked. Bhagavad Gita recommends that we perform yajna sacrifices. By the performance of yajna, sufficient cloud gather in the sky, and when there are sufficient clouds, there is also sufficient rainfall. In this way, agricultural matters are taken care of. When there is a sufficient grain production, the general populate eats the grains, and animals like cows, goats, and other domestic animals eat the grasses and grains also. Also, just hold. According to this arrangement, human beings should perform the sacrifices recommended by Shastras, and if they do so, there will be no longer food scarcity in Kali Yuga. The only sacrifice recommended is Sankirtana Yajna. In this verse, there are two significant words: Yogena, by the approved method, and Dresna, as exemplified by the former acharyas. One is mistaken if he thinks that by applying modern machines such as grains can be produced. If one goes to the desert and uses the tractor, there is still no possibility of producing the grains. We may adopt various means, but it is essential to know that the planet Earth will stop producing grains if sacrifices are not performed. The Earth is already explained that because of non-devotees are enjoying the production of food, she is reserved the food seeds for the performance of sacrifice. Now, of course, atheists will not believe in this spiritual method of producing grains, but whether they believe it or not, the fact remains that we are not independent to produce grains by mechanical means. As far as the approved method is concerned, it is enjoined in the Shastras that the intelligent men of this age will take the Sankirtana movement, and by doing so, they shall worship the Supreme Personality Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, whose bodily complexion is golden and who is always accompanied by his confidential devotees to preach this Krishna conscious movement all over the world. In its present condition, the world can only be saved by introducing this Sankirtana, this Krishna conscious movement. As we have learned from the previous verse, one who is not in Krishna consciousness is considered a thief. Even though he may be materially very advanced, a thief cannot be placed in a comfortable position. The thief is a thief and he is punishable. Because of the people who are without Krishna consciousness, they have become thieves and consequently they are being punished by the laws of material nature. No one can check this, not even by the introducing so many thief relief funds and humanitarian institutions. Unless people of the world take Krishna consciousness, there will be a scarcity of the food and much suffering. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.18.8. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhupada
Hare,
quote.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji
No.
Danvat Pranam. Prabhupada
Dandavat Pranam.
quote 19th September. Kesura means sharpened razor. If you are careful, you cleanse very nicely. If you are not careful, immediately blood. So the spiritual life is like that. As soon as you become little inattentive, immediately Maya captures. Yes, come on, then everything failure. Bombay, September 19, 1973. Hare Krishna Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Shri Radha Ras Bihari Bhagavan ki jai. Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Mata ki jai. गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। It is said in Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, Yagya arthat karmano anyatra loko ayam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha param. Yagya arthat karmano. And what is the yagya? Sankirtan yagya. There is one another shloka which says that annad bhavati yagyad bhavati parjanyo. Very nicely, it is said that the connection of the food is with the rain, and the rain happens because of the yagya. And the yagya is mentioned in the Shastras. So in Kali Yuga, the yagya which is prescribed is Harinam yagya. So when we do this Harinam yagya, automatically all the devatas are satisfied. There is one real story in Hawaii. Prabhupada had went, and there was a scarcity, there was a famine in Hawaii. For many years, there was no rain. And Prabhupada quoted this verse, which was there in the Bhagavad Gita, which says, Annad bhavati parjanya, Annad bhavati bhutani, Yagyad bhavati parjanya. This shloka was mentioned.
अन्नात् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्न संभव
Anna sambhava, Yagyad
यज्ञात्
bhavati
भवति पर्जन्यो
parjanya, Yagya karma samudbhava. Right? So this shloka Prabhupada mentioned. And he told that if you really perform Sankirtan nicely, the rain will come. And they were saying it is not possible. We do not have rain for many years. How is it possible? Then Prabhupada told, if you have faith, we will chant entire day and night and Lord will help us out. And Prabhupada performed Sankirtan throughout the day and night. And next day morning, the rain came after many years. So practically, the rain comes when there is Sankirtan. Because Lord is satisfied by performing yajna. When the people do not perform yajna, the devatas become very upset. It is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita that when you do not perform yajna, they are very upset and they pull away all the requirements which are required. And there's a scarcity of things. So it is said that here the story is regarding Prithu Maharaj. And the conversation is between Mother Earth, where she is requesting to remove all the seeds which are there by performing the process which is mentioned in the Shastra. And this is regarding this thing that Prabhupada is giving this entire quote. That yes, we have to perform the yajna, Sankirtan yajna. By Sankirtan yajna, by taking the holy name, everybody would be satisfied. The living and the non-living, the devatas, they all will be satisfied and they will give their mercy and there will be prosperous. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As far as Srila Prabhupada quote is concerned, it is said that if you do offenses in the spiritual life, it becomes like a razor. And if you are inattentive, the same offenses will become an obstacle in the progress and it will create more problem in your spiritual life and in material life. So we have to be very careful for the offenses, especially the name offenses, Vaishnava offenses and the Seva offenses.